Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pikmin 2. Last episode we came here to the depths of the Cavern of Chaos, which is full of, well, I mean, it's full of chaos really. You can probably have gathered that from the name, I suppose. We're on sub-level 6 of 10, the 10th floor being the boss floor. This level, if I remember correctly, or if my notes are correct more importantly, is very electric. So, let's bring everyone, all my electric buddies with me. Oh cool, water. Well, let's try and keep everyone out the way for now. Water is, you're gonna get sick of me saying this by the end of this, but the scariest hazard is electricity because it murders indiscriminately and rapidly. So I'm going to disarm the various electric threats around here. There's some gates, there's some anode beetles, everything I can easily get at with yellow Pikmin, I am going to do now with the speeder on. Oh, that's a wally hop! That's a wally hop! And the anode beetles are underwater. Cool. It's gonna play it this way. Fun. The chances of those anode beetles going underwater is actually very high. Almost like the developers designed it. The fuckers. Which means you have to take them out with blue Pikmin. Which means blue Pikmin, as you'll know, of course, famously not immune to electricity. So what you really gotta do is watch for that. Watch for when they spark up. That's the only point at which they can actually do you any damage. If they're flipped over, they won't spark up. And you just gotta keep a real eye on them. Also, with the Wally Hop flying around. Because there's not enough bullshit going on here. Is that the only Wally Hop? It's not the only Wally Hop! Right, okay, for Cavern of Chaos. Let's fight this one first. At least, small numbers, best for Wally Hops. He says, clearly losing 2 Pikmin to it there. Right, off we come, off we come. Come back to me. Oh. I had my knack down for this an episode or two ago, but boy have I binned it since. Right, there we go. There's your moment. Get the lads on him. Then he jumps. Then he hits. Then we whistle back. Then we throw again. And, oh, I really thought I'd have him there. Come on. There we go. So he's dropped a treasure, which is nice. And one of the anode beetles has also left its post in the water, which is nice. Well, let's take out this Wally Hop first. He's much more of a pressing threat, I suppose. Well, I say that. Ah, no! Come back here with my Pikmin, you fuck! He's abducted them! And we've managed to flip an anode beetle, and they're sparking up. What are you connecting to? Oh, no! Oh! What? Ah! What's going on? It's gone mental! Oh, fucking Cavern of Chaos. That's why they call it that. They throw too many of every hazard at you simultaneously. It earns its name, certainly. Don't go onto them, they're bad. Right, everyone back on me, back on me, back on me, lads. Right, let's regroup. Is that a live Dumple in there? Oh, for God's sake. Well, that guy appears to be broken, which is... Let's try and use that to our advantage, I suppose. Did I just lose Pikmin from somewhere? Where? Well, that's at least the Wally Hop dead. By the sounds of it, at the cost of more blue Pikmin. Don't like how few blues I've got for a level which has quite a lot of water between me and the treasures. So, I'm going to switch back to yellows at this point. And hope the treasures spawn somewhere useful. If not, we are potentially going to have a bad time. I think this is the last floor we really need blues on. In which case I probably should have been a bit more careful before running into bloody combat with them, shouldn't I? But there we go. Right. We got a Dumple in there, and I'm a bit worried about him. So I'm going to be even more careful. I'm switching around like nobody's business here. That Dumple is alarming to me, so I'm going to take on some purples to fight him with. Not that many purples. There we go. And then once he's out of the way, I'm a bit more happier taking out the anode beetles, because of course, as long as he's gone as a threat. There we go. Oh, there's a blue hiding around that corner. Wonderful. The more the merrier. Always the case. Is that all the purples I brought with me? I don't even know. I've completely lost track because this cavern is really living up to its name. Well, either way, I don't think there's a heavy treasure on this floor. He says confidently. So I guess we'll find out. Oh, there's anode beetles back in the water. You fucks! Ugh. Right. At least that baubles pretty light and it's out of the water, which is fine. I believe I saw... Oh! Alright, come on. Get him free. Get him free. It's amusing how much they pull back to do it, but hey. Right, we'll just leave you there. You're at least not a problem there, I suppose. Right. Oh, that's an electric gate. Right, we need to be very careful here. Oh, no. Right, okay, okay. I'm getting the fear. A lot of shit going on. Right, they're sparking up, which is cool. And when they stop, spoing! Over your flip. Cool, let's kill this guy. I'll join in with the rocket fist, you know, just really speed things along. That's him done. I believe this... Oh, no, there are some more anode beetles over there. Right. Cool. This floor is giving me a hard time. But I think we've now cleared up the majority of this space here. So, next we take the yellows. You see, it's a very slow and methodical process. Oh, but there's dumpled here by the electric gates. That's shitty. Why do you do that? Right. Oh, he's kind of got us backed into a corner here, which is not ideal. If he looks like he's going to do my purples in, I'm actually going to... purples my yellows in. There we go. Okay, okay. Now, I want to take out this gate. Alright. Okay, good. We've got a bit of breathing space now. Oh, it's that mushroom over there. Good. That doesn't take too many to carry. Those anode beetles are going to be a problem. They're going to be a huge problem, because I actually can't get up there to fight them. So they're just going to be in the way. So that pretty heavily restricts my Pikmin usage here to yellows in order to carry that mushroom. Cool. Don't get me wrong. I think the Cavern of Chaos is a really nice bit of game design because it does throw a lot of stuff at you, and it knows that's where Pikmin is at its strength, kind of, is, or at least when it's at its most difficult, certainly, is when there's a lot of shit being thrown at you simultaneously. I'm just going to try and salvage stuff at the moment here, so at least it's out of the water. Ah, good, okay, they've got that coming along. As long as those yellows don't end up in the water, which I'm concerned they're going to, please take it through the tube. Cool. Okay, good. So I actually didn't need to worry as much as I was worrying about having yellows at this, blues at this point, because the main path back from the rest of the level actually doesn't go through water. Cool. Right. Let's sweep up and gather the treasures as well. So first treasure is this one that the yellows helpfully uncovered, which is the Toxic Toadstool for 50 quid. It's not called that, is it? It's called something else. The Growshroom. There we go. And then second, it was hiding in that Wally Hop a while back, if you remember, but now we actually have it, is for £100, this little bauble, the Princess Pearl. And with that, we are done on this level. I don't really want to put much more effort into gathering corpses, because it's just not very necessary at this point. Let's head down to the next level. Is the next level the insane one? No, it's not. Level 8 is the insane one. So it looks like there's a lot of stuff on this level, but there's actually not. There's only two real things that can harm you on this level. Cloaking burrow nits here, which you can fight very nicely by stun-locking them with purple Pikmin, and then there's poison around the place. Beyond that, there really actually isn't that much that can hurt you. There's a lot of puffy blowhogs, which will deflower, and withering blowhogs, which will deflower your Pikmin and generally piss you off. But they are not of themselves dangerous. It is, however, going to make it very irritating to knock this fence down, and hopefully this thing's going to give me... Withering blowhog. It's hopefully going to give me some nectar at some point, because I am going to have my entire team deflowered at this point, because that's the joy of fighting puffy blowhogs. But let's bring it down a little bit. I mean, I should have started with the purples to really weigh it down, but oh well. Oh, I had such a good flowered army, and there it goes. Ugh, bullshit. Right. So, I meant to switch more quickly to the purples there. For stun locking this dude. Oh, there we go, we got him eventually. Oi! Oh, I literally walked one of my Pikmin onto his outstretched snout there. What a fool I am! Right, is there anything past here, or is that literally just, like, guarding nothing? I'm going to go in there and see if it triggers a nectar drop. Sometimes it does. Nope, cool, that's literally just a quirk of random dungeon generation. Well, this happens sometimes. Let's bring that back. And then in the meantime, we've got this black gate over here as well, which we might as well work on. It'll liberate a puffy blowhog, but puffy blowhogs aren't quite as irritating as withering blowhogs. Though also withering blowhogs are no longer a threat when all my team's already been withered, so I guess the two of them now are functionally identical, which is fun. Alright. God, they make this irritating, don't they? Come on, you fucks. There we go. Right, I'm actually going to briefly bring everyone back, separate them out, and grab... God, purples take a long time to separate when they're leaves. Ah, I missed them so badly. I'm going to grab the white... I'm going to grab the white Pikmin. What? This purple is determined to be part of the party. But yeah, I just want to actually quickly take out these poison generators, just to make sure no Pikmin get blown into them. Dealing with being blown around is fine. Dealing with being blown around when you can potentially be blown into poisonous nonsense is more problematic, let's say. So at least want to just make the area safe before doing some fighting here. You'll notice the treasureometer is reacting to these puffy blowhogs, so one of them definitely contains a treasure. Oh, you found your way to my party, you clever shit! Right, I'm gonna fight these guys with the speeder on, because I got 3 puffy bastards to take out, so let's go. Well, with that irritating shit out of the way, you'll have noticed at least the one next to... I didn't even drop a corpse to reward me for my bullshit efforts, but yes, the one near here dropped this treat. I am slightly peeved that there don't seem to be any eggs or nectar on this floor, which is irritating, because the next floor is a lot easier if my Pikmin aren't stupid. But yes, this here for 25 quid is the Impenetrable cookie. There's some great names in this game. The treasure names are one of my favourite things about this entire game, I must say. Right, we've got a few more cloaking baronets here, and there is poison about, to the point where I am going to quickly take it out with the whites first as well, just to, you know, make it all safe. They might slightly be at risk from the baronet, but if I'm quick on whistling them back, they shouldn't be. Then, as I've said before, so the only real threats on this level, the actual threats, are the poison and the cloaking baronet. So I'm actually, even though the blowhog will be irritating, I'm going to focus on taking out the baronet first. Oh no! Oh, he's got a white, so he's going to die straight the fuck away. Yep, there he goes. Well, that's what you get for eating a white Pikmin. Where's the final treasure on this floor? Oh, is it in him? I'm worried it's in him. There we go. Well, let's kill him anyway. Well, let's zoom in and watch his death in high definition. Oh no, it's behind this. Oh, this one's got the exit behind it. Cool. I was really hoping for some nectar, but I'm not going to get it, am I? Oh, good. Next floor's going to be a whole heap of fun, right? I'll just speed her on, unlock the final gate, and take this here battery back as well. So, this is a 9-volt, actually our final battery in the game, for 120 quid. It's nice to be in a cave where stuff's worth money again. The fuel reservoir. Yeah, at least in the submerged castle, there's just not really much treasure, actually, of any value, which makes it even more shitty as a cave. This next floor is insane. I am told that this is the most enemies the game can render in a single floor. You can't see them when we're dropping in, but you'll see them soon. Oh, fuck. So, first off, as you're probably noticing, there are bulborbs everywhere, and they serve one purpose here, to be something in between the Gatling Groinks and the onion. Basically, oh no, that's an explosive. If you remember, the deal with Gatling Groinks is that they'll die, like that. And we lost some Pikmin there, but not actually a huge number considering we're fighting 2 Gatling Groinks simultaneously. We have to bring the Gatling Groinks back to base before their health recharges, or they will just come back to life. The sole purpose of the absolute shit-ton of bulborbs on this level, of which there's about 60, is to make it very difficult to bring those Groink corpses back. Fortunately over here, there is an egg, which, if we're lucky, will give us a good bit of nectar, which will make fighting that remaining one much easier. 1 piece of nectar. Cool, well, let's get as many people as we can on it. Fortunately, there's almost no limit to actually the number of Pikmin you can fit on a single piece of nectar. So that Groink's over there, and he's kind of trapped in there, so I'm going to leave him there for now and start cleaning up the rest of the area. So, speeder on, please. Let's go on a bulborb murdering rampage. The Groink is loose. Repeat, the Groink is loose. Not good. Unless he wanders over here, in which case he'll actually be easier to kill, if anything. But for now, I guess the trick here is just keep an eye on him. He's certainly not an enemy you want to be unattended for any reason. Well, in the meantime, let's clean up in here. And oh, there's another egg over there, at least anyway, which I can hopefully get through to. You'll notice as well I'm using the throwing tactic, so squitting these guys as your friends just makes them far easier to fight and kill. Oh, the Groink's made it to base! Groink alert! Groink alert! We have a Groink, we have an active Groink. Oh no, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Right, okay, everyone come off the bulborbs. Let's go and fight this fucker properly. At least he's nice and close to base. Oi, you, oi, idiot. Come over here. You can shoot through that wall, can't you? I'm very concerned that you can shoot through that wall. No, you can't. That wall does go all the way to the ceiling, even if it doesn't look like it. Excellent, right. Let's get ready for him here. I want to stun lock him in that corner, but I want to make sure there's no actual bulbs around in the meantime. Once he's fired, I'm going to make my move. There we go. That's the moment. Didn't stun lock him at all. Actually, didn't throw any purples. Cool. Well, let's just keep throwing stuff onto him anyway and see what he does. You can absolutely trick the two Groinks into shooting each other, and they can damage each other that way if they're close enough. It's great. But with that, we have actually got him. Brilliant. That final explosion they do is utterly harmless. But remember, whisk them away as quickly as possible. Obviously, yeah, imagine doing this while being harassed by bulborbs. It makes it very hard to get them back. Burping, of course, eliminates that problem, because then their corpse just disappears immediately, and I have 6 burps, so I probably could have done that, but hey. Anyway, now, back to corpse cleanup duty over here. Yes, I know I've said in the past, in later levels, I'm not going to bother with gathering corpses so much, but I have to do it on this level just because, A, there's 50 of them, so it's worth 100 quid, which is not exactly to be sniffed at. And also, fuck me, it's just so satisfying to hoover up this many bulbob corpses. You just never see this many, like, enemies kicking around ever, so it entertains me. In the meantime, I don't want to say that. There is, I believe, I saw another egg somewhere, but I can't remember where it is. As you can see, this level's big, and those Groinks really roam free. As you can see, they can really blindside you, which can be a deep problem, but let's fight some of these guys quickly. Squitting is obviously the easiest way of doing this by quite some margin. Right, cool, let's hope for good stuff in this egg. Even Mitites actually would be really good, just because the sheer amount of nectar you get off them. And that was not a sheer amount of nectar by anyone's standards. But hey, we'll try this other one over here, except it's got nonsense in the way. Let's kill the nonsense. And let's get this final egg here. Oh, another single bit of nectar. Well, at least everyone's pretty much nectared up at this point. Cool. Alright, clean up time. Speedrun, please. Now you'll notice I've gathered the main, and actually, come to think of it, probably only treasure on this floor. This is not a hard floor in terms of treasure gathering or anything like that, it's the combination of Groinks and fuckers everywhere that really do it. Yes, this is for 130 quid, a can of something, the empty space container. It's something Japanese. It seems to contain clams or something like that. Those look like scallops or something. I have no idea. Anyway, speeder on as I finish hoovering up bulborbs. And with that, down we go. One more non-boss level to do, and this next one is a complete gear shift from that one. I mean, every level so far in this one's really been a gear shift from the last, but this next level is tiny, and potentially very easy. If I'm lucky, I can completely avoid all combat with it. It really depends on where I spawn and where the bastards are. So there's a few enemies around here, there's snitch bugs and whatnot, and you'll notice there's a lot of poison around. But I can utilise the fact that A, white Pikmin are immune to poison, and B, white Pikmin are fast as fuck, to hopefully just scootle everything along with them quickly. So we've got this weird nipple-like thing here, which don't put too much thought into it, especially the name of it, because it's on the disturbing side. They've not got enough whites to gather that, unfortunately, but I'll leave it there for the others to hoover up quickly. And where is the second treasure on this floor? It's right over here. Cool, let's get these guys on that, at least this weird cat thing. Need 15 for that as well. Okay, cool. I don't have enough whites for this, clearly. Oh, I know I only brought 15 whites, and I know I've lost at least one anyway. Well, I mean, I've clearly lost 4 because of the number I have. But we'll try and at least get majority whites on this, just because white Pikmin are very fast and they're very handy to carry things, and can carry things before the snitch bugs, or more importantly, the Dirigibugs can drop any bullshit on them. Okay, so they're going to arrive right on top of each other as the plan. So this is the, I believe it looks like the top from a milk bottle or something like that, but has the slightly disturbing name of the Maternal sculpture. And then just behind it, whatever the hell this thing is, maybe it's a toy in Japan, I don't know, a little bobblehead thing, who knows. But for 85 quid. This is the Wiggle Noggin, which is a great name. I guess it is a bobblehead, because that's what that would mean. No point in bothering with any of these enemies here. They're just more effort than they're worth. We've got all the treasures. Down we go to the boss floor. Now, the boss of the Cavern of Chaos is everything you would expect. It is insane, this fight. It will be over very, very quickly, one way or the other. You basically take a small number of Pikmin with you. 15 reds? That's not quite enough, is it? I'll take some reds, and I guess I'll take my blues as well. I can handle losing them. Don't take more than about 20-25 Pikmin. Trust me, I've got a lot of farts, and I'm going to need them. Introducing... the segmented Crawbster. So this thing's massive, and to get it to hit, you just need to get it to roll it onto a wall. Upon doing that, a shit ton of boulders fall from the roof, but this is your chance to hit it on its soft underbelly. Farts, of course, are your friends. Whistle your Pikmin off it as soon as you can. It does that wide sweeping attack, which will knock Pikmin back. It doesn't actually harm them, and then it repeats again. Everything will be shaking for the duration of this boss fight, and there'll be stuff coming from everywhere. It is the perfect end, in so many ways, to the Cavern of Chaos. I mistimed that throw because his stupid claw was in the way, so I'm going to get no damage on him. Cool. Keep your Pikmin farted, not for the damage boost that farting gives you at all. No, for the mobility boost, because otherwise your Pikmin will get the shit crushed out of them. As you can see, having large armies of Pikmin here would be a colossal... Don't suck on the nectar, guys. That would be a colossal liability here. I did not get a great deal of damage there, but you just got to be careful with this guy. He's going to roll around a second, and I want to fart them, but carefully, because the issue is if I stop to... I heard that. Oh, the issue is, yeah, if you stop to fart them, they physically stop while they're being farted. Right, let's watch where those are going to fall, and load them onto his belly. Oh, a good bit of damage there. Oh, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. Oh, not quite. Fucker. But yeah, at least that sweeping action he does that. You can't harm me, Pikmin. It just knocks him back. Right, come on, man. Let's do it. One more time. And slam. And watch for the rocks. Ooh, a fart. Let's pick that up later, because I do not need that right now, and that's not a... This is not a time for the you got a fart cutscene. And there we go. Now's the time to stop that down. So... unusual thing about this cavern. We've already got every single thing in the Explorer's Friend series, so every, upgrade you can get from defeating a boss. We've got his body, and we get this disturbing head, but we do not get any special new powers from it, because we've already got all the powers ups we can get from all the other caves in the game. So, it's just a case of bringing those back, and then do I even need it? Yes, just walk straight out. Wonderful. Right, let's bring that back. I guess speeder on. Well, actually, speeder, just cut. Which would be easier if I stopped talking, but I haven't, so I guess we're seeing this all the way. But yeah, the Crawbster is a fun boss fight. It's short and sweet one way or the other. So we may not get a power-up, and we may get an incredibly disturbing doll's head for our troubles, but it is worth nearly 700 Pocos, the silencer. Alarming. And his corpse alone is also worth 40 quid or something like that. Oh, 15, maybe less so. And there we go. I'm actually weirdly going to end the episode here, because next episode I'm going to actually use the rest of the day to explore the Blissful Wild a bit, but let's just see our totals of what we got and what the damage is Pikmin-wise. We won't know for sure until the end of the day, but... long story short, we got a lot of stuff. We got 2 grand's worth. We got 250 quid's worth of just enemies, which is great. 35 Pikmin lost. That's not counteracted by the amount we got from Candy Pops. The actual number will be less than that. That's pretty bloody good going for the Cavern of Chaos, I must say, actually. It is not uncommon to lose almost all of your Pikmin in this, or certainly I was expecting to lose Pikmin here because as in lose enough Pikmin that I can't get certain treasures because they're behind yellow or blue or underwater or stuff like that, and you just have to run for it. I'm really glad that didn't happen, quite frankly. And on that, I'm going to call the end of the episode, so thank you very much for watching. We came to the bottom of the hole and fought the segmented Crawbster. Next episode, we'll be exploring what remains of the Wistful Wild. Thank you very much, and good day.